Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the Democrats are stone cold liars, and they just got caught by somebody you wouldn't even believe. Before we get started, if you're not already there, please check us out at youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica, where you can like, comment, share, and subscribe absolutely free. You keep hearing about the Trump voter who regrets their vote. Now, I'm a Trump voter, and I certainly don't regret my vote. I imagine many of you, if not all of you, probably not all of you, but many of you, the majority of you, because you're here, are Trump voters. Do you regret your vote? God, I'd love to hear you tell me about that in the comments. They keep talking about this mythical Trump voter who regrets their votes. The Democrats talk about it, the media talks about it, because they're trying to manifest reality. They're trying to speak it into existence. And this is just, it's kind of like the wraparound smear that Nancy Pelosi talked about. They're trying to create something that isn't there by just insisting that it is. Well, who they got caught by is CNN. Because CNN just revealed a poll that showed only 2% of Trump voters say they regret their vote. The same approximate number of Harris voters who say they regret their vote. These people are locked in. We are in a tribal society. It's a dichotomy. There's one of two parties. That's it. Not a lot of people vote for one person and then regret that just a few months later. And this proves it. Democrats lying again. Guys, I want you to take a look at this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Let's talk about Trump voters and how they feel. Do they regret their vote?
I mean, this is the big question, right? I hear all these stories, all these articles. All the Trump voters, they regret what they did back in 2024. I'm here to tell you, very few of them regret what they did back in 2024. What are we talking about? Trump voters looking back at 2024. We got a new poll out. The poll was conducted this month. What percentage would change their vote to a different candidate? We're talking just 2%, just 2%. That's not even a wide spot on the road. And then there's this additional 1% who say they would rather not vote. We're talking overall under 5% might or would have changed their vote, Donald Trump voters back in 2024. And then you ask, okay, the same question to Kamala Harris voters, and it turns out the numbers are rather similar. So if there was a repeat, if folks got to be able to redo their vote that they had back in 2024, would the result be any different? I doubt it would be. I doubt it would be, or it would still be extremely close. The bottom line is, for all this talk of Trump voters regretting their vote, in the numbers, it really just doesn't show up, John.
So the stickiness with Trump voters and President Trump in this presidency, how does it compare to his first presidency?
Yeah, okay. So, I was interested in sort of a historical analogy here, sort of, does this look similar or different from back in 2017, looking at 2016? Well, in February of 2017, 4% of Trump voters say they'd shift their vote. That's actually slightly more than the 3% this time around. So, you look back, you say, okay, there's these Trump voters who really regret their vote. Historically speaking, they really don't regret their vote. And if anything, the number this time around is actually smaller than it was the first time around. And it's certainly smaller than the number we saw coming out of 2020, of course, after the events of January 6th. So the bottom line is this. If there's some idea out there that Trump voters are going around, man, I wish I had voted for Kamala Harris instead of Donald Trump, the numbers say that is a fanciful universe. It really, for the most part, does not exist.
What about the